Hey guys, welcome to another video. If you're new here, I'm Kelly, and today I am going to share my current makeup and skincare favorites and fails for the moment. So I know that a lot of beauty YouTube content creators do like monthly favorites and fails, and to be honest, I have like a love-hate relationship with monthly favorites and fails. When I started my channel, I was doing them monthly, then I kind of went into quarterly, then I started doing what I called monthly makeup picks, which was kind of the same thing, but the reason why I changed it is I felt like each month I didn't always have like new products to share with you. I just felt like I don't normally get a ton of new makeup each month. I do get new products every single month, pretty much. A few new products, but for the most part, my favorites and the things that I was reaching for and loving and using were the same on a month-to-month basis. So I kind of got rid of doing those. But then recently, since coming back to YouTube this past summer, I found that I had a collection of items that I was loving, that I've been using a ton, and that I think are like my current favorites and current go-tos, and I wanted to share them with you. So I asked on my social medias if you guys wanted a monthly favorites or if you just wanted favorites when I had favorites to share with you, and you said, girl, just share them when you have them. So that is what we are going to do today. I have several products that I have been loving sitting in front of me and a few fails. So why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. Why don't we just go ahead and get the fails out of the way? That way we don't have to end on a low note. We can end on a high note. So one of the items, this one is not new to my collection. I think I got it in the summertime, but I just found that I don't like it. I don't like it. This is the liquid lipstick by Lawless in the shade Cameron. Now this lipstick, I think the formula is comfortable to wear. I think the color is beautiful, but when I wear this lipstick, I get that line in between your lips that nobody wants. And I get it very quickly. Like I thought, okay, I noticed I wore this for one of my best friend's bridal showers last summer. And I noticed that like at the end of the shower, I had that line. And I thought, you know what? I'll just throw a gloss over it. It'll be fine. And I thought that perhaps this was a lipstick that I couldn't wear over a long period of time, but maybe I could wear it for filming. And then as I was wearing it for filming, I noticed that by the end of my video, which was not that long, I still had that line between my lips. So this is the only Lawless liquid lipstick I have. I don't know if it's just the shade, maybe because it's a super light shade. I don't know if it's the formula. This is the only one that I have. Nonetheless, it creases on me. It gives me that like gross little, you know, line in between my lips, and I'm no longer going to wear it. I will offer it to one of my girlfriends. I'll let them know that's what I'm seeing. Maybe they'll care, maybe they won't, but that is a lipstick that I've had it for a while. I tried to make it work and it's just not working for me. The next two products are new to my collection, one being the Kevyn Aucoin The Volume Mascara. Now I got this in an influencer box to try, and y'all, this mascara, I don't know the price because like I said, I got it in influencer. This mascara wand does not give me volume. I wouldn't even say that it gives me length either. I tried this a couple times. You can see it's very, very thin. Typically with volumizing mascaras, which are my favorite to wear, they have much more of a plump wand, and this one's very thin. I felt like I could really get to like the base of my eyelashes, but when I was trying to like create the volume, I got this all over myself. I didn't like it. It didn't really do anything for my lashes, so sorry, influencer, you're not getting a good review with that one. Did not like it. The third product that was a fail for me this month, I remember using these back in high school and I haven't worn them since. These are the Almay Eye Makeup Remover Pads. Like I said, I used these in high school. I can remember using them. I don't know what made me switch from using them, but I mean, I repurchased them and used them regularly back in high school, and then I heard Kate the Great talking about these. She said she really liked them. So I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go. I have a hard time removing mascara off of my eyelashes because I don't want to tug and I don't want to pull, and sometimes there's a little bit left over. I thought that this might do the trick. But these eye makeup remover pads are very, very oily. And I have dry skin. Typically, oils don't scare me. Oily items don't scare me. Like, this was just very greasy feeling. Very, oh, I felt like I had a film left over on my face. And I don't know if this is the exact, I mean, I don't know if there are multiple of these. Like, maybe there are more. I don't know if this is the exact one that Kate the Great uses, but this is what I found at my local drugstore, and I tried it a couple times and I just didn't like it. So I'm not going to finish using those. Those are a pass for me. Those are the 3 fails. Now that they're out of the way, let's talk about the makeup I've been loving. So I do have a couple skincare items. I think I'll save those kind of toward the end of the video, and we'll start with makeup first. One product that is new to me is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation and Skincare. I have mine in the shade 21.5 Light Neutral. I have been a huge fan of the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. I do find that in my opinion, is more of a foundation than a concealer, and I'm in the shade Light, but I've been a huge fan of that. I've gone through 2 of them completely, and then the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Foundation came out, and I do have to say, a girlfriend of mine sent this to me. She got it in PR, asked if I wanted to try it, and I was like, sure, like send it over. I love IT Cosmetics. She sent it over to me, and I love this stuff. It's very thin and lightweight. I get more of a medium coverage. It is buildable, but it feels like my skin. It's not heavy, it's not cakey, and as someone with dry skin, that's very important to me. I want my foundation to be comfortable on the skin. I don't want it to cake up or cling to dry patches. This does not do that, so I've really been enjoying it. I've gotten a ton of use out of it. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but like, you can already see, I've only had this for like maybe a month, and already we're like getting, you know, you can see that I've used it. We're right here above the sticker. So loving this foundation. I've also been loving this eye primer by Fenty Beauty. This is the little mini. You know I love a mini. This is called the Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer in Invisipink. I do have eczema on my eyelids. I've been struggling with that for years, and so I kind of have a hard time finding primers that don't like emphasize texture or create dryness or irritate my eczema. For a really long time, I've been using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potions. I like Eden specifically because although I love my MAC paint pots, sometimes they're a little bit too thick. Well, I got this little mini size of the Fenty Beauty one, and I have been loving it. It feels hydrating when it goes on my eyelids, but it creates a tack, so I feel like the eyeshadow is really sticking to my lids. I don't have creasing throughout the day, and it doesn't irritate my eczema. So that has been a win for me. I did have an old Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I found that the eczema was flaring up again, kind of like on the inner corner of my eye, but when I switched over to Fenty, I haven't had that issue. So really excited about that. Also, okay, so we heard a fail that I picked up because I heard Kate the Great talking about it, but I do also have a favorite that I heard Kate the Great talking about. And if you caught my YouTube Made Me Buy It video, then you will know that I picked up the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops based on Kate the Great's recommendation. She really loves it. I've been using this as a primer. You can use it a lot of ways, as a skincare, as a primer. It says that you can use it on top of makeup if you want like a glossy look to the skin. I've been using this more so as a primer, so my skincare will be complete. I'll come in my room to do my makeup, sit down, apply 1 to 2 pumps of this, and then I take my Tatcha, what's it called? Tatcha Silk Canvas, the balm one, and I put that just where I have larger pores. This is very hydrating on the skin. It doesn't have a strong scent to it. It feels very nourishing, very refreshing, and it helps to give my skin a little pick-me-up and help my skin not look so dull, which if you have dry skin, sometimes our skin can look a little dull and boring. So I have been loving this product, and ironically enough, I just heard my friend Kara C talk about this as like a fail. So that just goes to show, depending on your skin type and depending on your preferences, you may love it or hate it. I personally love it. Let's talk about a few more makeup items. I have gotten some new eyeshadow palettes recently, but when I find myself like going for an everyday, like a go-to look, especially for work, I have been reaching into my Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. I wanted this palette for so long, y'all. Like, I wanted this bad boy for so long. She has finally become a part of my collection, and I absolutely love it. I love these shades. I think the formula is very comfortable. The mattes are super blendable. These shimmers are amazing, like amazing. If you want to see them swatched, I did do a video for my 12 days of makeup. It was a collaboration with my friend Kara from Beauty and the Frizz, and we were talking about 12 eyeshadow shades that we love, and I swatched these shimmers. The formula is amazing, the longevity is amazing, and I can just get a quick and easy look with this eyeshadow palette. So it's one where when I don't know what I want to do with my makeup, or when I know that I've been trying out some new palettes and I just want something that's like fast and easy, this has been the eyeshadow palette that I've been reaching for. A blush that I've mentioned a few times on my channel because it was actually in one of my pass grab or undecided videos as a pass initially. It is this blush by Melt Cosmetics, the Digital Dust Duo Blush in the shade Raw Honey. This blush is amazing. It is amazing. You can see there are two different shades. I typically just take my blush brush, swirl them together, and apply it on my cheeks, and it looks stunning. It does give you a nice sheen. I'm not wearing it today. I'm doing a video using some Auric products, so we're testing them out, so I didn't want to use a glowy blush, but this does give you a nice glow to the cheeks. I know that some people aren't a huge fan of it because they don't like the glow factor with their blush, but me, again, dry skin, I love the glow factor. It's definitely not like a highlighter. It's not like you put an Ofra Cosmetics highlighter on your cheeks. It's not like a boom, boom glow, but it gives you a nice sheen. It's very healthy looking. I love the shade. I know this is expensive for a blush. I want to say it's like $39, but I love it. I don't think the other two shades would work for my skin tone. Raw Honey works beautifully, and I've really been enjoying it. Let's talk about a highlighter. Let's talk about a highlighter that I thought I wasn't gonna get because it's pricey, and then FOMO got to me, and it is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow highlighter. This was limited edition. I don't know that you can get it any longer, but this is a beautiful light champagne highlight that gives you like a glow from within. I am a huge fan of the Natasha Denona highlighters. I have the Super Glow in Fair, and I think they're beautiful. They're not as pronounced as the Ofra. Like, I feel like when I put Ofra on my skin, you know that I have a highlighter, whereas the Natasha Denona, I feel like they melt into my skin and it looks more like my skin is glowing. I just really love it. This is not too deep on me. However, I know my friend Ashley Clady tried this out and it was too deep on her. So I would say if you have fair skin, or even light to fair, then I would say maybe stay away from this and try the Natasha Denona highlighter in the shade Fair, but I tend to be more of a light. I'm not light to medium, but I'm not light to fair. I know it's hard to tell on camera. The Fenty foundation that I'm wearing right now is shade 190, and I think that my friend Ashley Clady said that she's like 160 in that foundation, so just to kind of give you an idea of shade ranges. So this is not too dark on me, but I do feel like if you are lighter than me, perhaps this would not be the best option for you, but I love Natasha Denona highlighters. My friend Heather Austin raves about the Juvias Place lip liners. So I was walking in the Ulta store one day and I walked by Juvias Place. I saw a couple of these, I was gonna call them eyeliners. I saw a couple of these lip liners. Hopefully I said lip liner and not eyeliner when I first started talking about it, but I picked up the shade So Rare and Love Me. Love Me is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, but So Rare is the one that has been my go-to. Now, I love that these are a twist-up formula. If you're someone who likes a very precise line. You may not be a fan of this because it doesn't come to a sharp point. It has more of like a rounded feel to it, but I don't mind that. I can still line my lips. It's very comfortable on the lips. It's not drying. It doesn't tug. It's very long lasting. And I have been using So Rare underneath like my more fair or light toned nudes, and it's just gorgeous. It is amazing. This has become a quick favorite of mine, and I've been mixing that with my Tarte lipstick in Beach Babe. It's just a very fair nude shade, and every time I wear those together, I get tons of compliments. The next few products that I'm going to share with you are skincare, but I do still want to share them because they are things that I have been loving, and I'm actually thinking about doing like an updated skincare routine. So if you're interested in hearing about like my favorite skincare products or my go-tos or what I am using for skincare products for my dry skin, let me know in the comments down below. I kind of want to just share my whole skincare routine with you, but for today, that's not what we're here for. I'm going to share a couple products, but if you like skincare, if you're into it, let me know down below. A moisturizer that was new to my collection that I thought I wasn't gonna love and I ended up falling head over heels for is by Farmacy, and it's the Honey Halo Moisturizer. This one is the Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. This one, I've used it up completely. I literally had to pull it out of my empties bag to talk to you about it today. This moisturizer, when I first touched it, I was like, oh, this is too lightweight, it's not thick enough, it's not going to be moisturizing enough. And then I put it on my skin, and I used it when I didn't have makeup on for the first time, and I was just like rubbing my skin, and it felt so smooth. Like hours later, it felt so smooth, it felt so hydrating, and it was just, even though it went on very lightweight and it sunk into the skin quickly, it really left a lasting hydration. So I did have a backup of my Drunk Elephant La La Retro Whipped Cream, so I'm going through that now, but when I finish that, I'm gonna purchase the full size of this because it did wonders for my skin. It was super hydrating and it sat really well under makeup too. So that is a huge favorite. I feel like face wash is not normally a product that I find myself getting excited about, but having dry skin and knowing that I typically tend to reach for the same face washes, I wanted to find something that didn't strip my skin, gave me a little bit of moisture, and just it didn't leave my skin feeling tight when I was done washing it. So I tried the Korres Greek Yogurt Foaming Cream Cleanser. I purchased the smaller size because you know me, I like a mini. I picked up the smaller size and I've really been enjoying this. I've been using this one in the morning. I haven't used it to take off my makeup, so I can't really speak to how well it would do that. But when I wake up, I like to wash my face. This gives me a nice clean feeling, but it also doesn't strip my skin. It almost feels like my skin is a little bit hydrated after using this. I don't know if it's because it's supposed to be Greek yogurt or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an ingredients junkie, so I can't really tell you about all of the ingredients that are in here, but I just feel like it makes my skin feel hydrated without feeling stripped, and it feels nourished at the same time. So I've really been enjoying that. And then, again, this is maybe something that's a little odd to share in the middle of winter, and I almost thought about sharing this closer to spring or summer, but let's be real. I live in Texas. The sun is out all the time, even in the winter, so I have an SPF to share with you, a sunscreen. I had someone recommend Dr. Dre's channel. I'm going to list her or leave her information in my description bar. She's actually in Houston. She's a dermatologist. I don't go see her, like I don't know her in person, but when I was talking about the eczema on my eyelids, someone said, hey, you should go check out Dr. Dre's YouTube channel. So I did, and I was watching her like SPF videos, and she mentioned the brand La Roche-Posay, and it's their Melt-In Sunscreen Milk with SPF of 60. I'm a natural redhead. I have fair skin. I live in Texas. I really need an SPF, but the problem is SPFs usually have a very distinct smell. Sunscreen has a very distinct smell. It kind of leaves a white cast. It doesn't soak into the skin nicely. And so it's kind of something that I'm not very good at wearing, but I need to be. Especially now that I'm in my 30s and I can already see wrinkles forming on my face. So I decided to give this one a try. And this sunscreen is so hydrating. Let me put a little bit on the back of my hand. I don't get a white cast with this. It is white, but when I rub this into the skin, look at that. There's no white cast. It goes in, it like literally absorbs into the skin very quickly. It feels hydrating. There's like no scent. You do not smell a sunscreen scent. I feel like if you are someone who has more normal to oily skin or oily in the T-zone or something, combo skin, you might even be able to use this as your moisturizer because it's so hydrating. And you can see, like it gives me, I have lotion on my hands, so this has just regular lotion. This is the hand that has the sunscreen. It almost gives me like a little bit of a shine, a little bit of a glow, and it feels so comfortable on the skin. Like I love this stuff. I never thought that in my life I would say I love a sunscreen, but I love this stuff. It does not break my skin out. I've been using it for several weeks now. I wear it under my makeup. So I do my whole skincare routine. I put this on, and then I think you're supposed to sit somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes and let your SPF really absorb into the skin before applying your makeup. So what I typically do is right when I wake up, I do all of my skincare and I put this on, and then I like make my coffee and let the dogs out and get my things together for the day. And then I'll go in my beauty room, in my makeup room, and do my makeup. And I cannot recommend this stuff enough. It's so weird to be saying that I love a sunscreen, but I love a sunscreen. There are two more things I want to share with you, one being a way that I remove my makeup. Now, I mean, I guess I could have added this product in here, but I have been using the Farmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm, and what I do is I go in with that to remove my makeup, and then I take my makeup eraser and I wet it and I wipe the makeup off of my face. This one's clean. When I tell you that I did not believe in the makeup eraser, I did not believe in the makeup eraser. My friend Molly, Makeup Molly, raves about these makeup erasers. She has a ton of them. In my mind, I was like, it's a towel. What's a towel gonna do? How's a towel gonna remove my mascara? No, this towel removes your mascara, okay, and all of the other makeup when I have my Green Clean Cleansing Balm all over the face. So I go in with the cleansing balm, take this, wipe it all off, and then I go and wash my face. I love these so much that I went and purchased a little mini pack because I'll use this maybe 2 to 3 times and then wash it, throw it in the washing machine. But I saw that Ulta had these little minis. I mean, this one's folded in half, like you can really see the difference here, but these little minis, there were 7 of them. I mean, I used one of these last night and it worked fine. It's just gonna be one use and then I'll have to wash it. I almost like the bigger size a little bit better, but this is like magic. It's like magic. I can't speak to how well it works if you don't go in with some kind of makeup remover because I haven't done that. I go in with my makeup remover and then wipe it off with this, but it's amazing. It removes my makeup completely, and then I go in and cleanse my face and do the rest of my routine. And I've really been surprised. Like, that makeup eraser knocked my socks off. The last thing that I want to share with you is like a skincare tip. It's not necessarily the product that I'm going to talk about, but more so how I'm applying it. So I, again, have dry skin. How many times have I said that in this video? You probably get the point. But I love a face oil. I use a face oil typically morning and night. Right now, my skin is pretty hydrated. I've really gotten a group of skincare products that are working for me, and my skin feels great at the moment, but I have been using an oil at night. Before, I would put my oil on before my moisturizer, and I just felt like the hydration disappeared quickly. So then, I don't even know where I heard this tip, but someone mentioned putting your oil on after your moisturizer, and that has been a game changer. Now, I'm not calling this oil, this is the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Face Oil. I'm not calling this oil per se my favorite. It's a good oil, but it's very expensive. I do like my Josie Moran Argan Oil. I think that works just fine. Any face oil, like take a face oil, but put it on after your moisturizer. So I'll wash my face, I'll tone it, I'll do my eye cream, I'll do like any essence or like serums that I'm putting on, then my moisturizer. I let my moisturizer sit for like 30 seconds and I take 2 drops of this, I put it in my hands and I just press. I press it into the skin. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have dry skin, my skin looks like I'm sweating after. I want that look. If you have oily skin, maybe you don't want that look. I want that look. I'm used to my skin looking dry and dull. My skin looks like I'm sweating. It's glossy, it's glowy, it feels good, it's hydrated. And that tip has been a game changer for me. So if you have an oil in your routine, just try it out. Do all of your skincare, put your moisturizer on, take a couple pumps of that oil and press it into the skin after. You can thank me later. But that is a very good tip. I don't remember where I heard it, so it's not an original tip, but I'm sharing it with you today because I love it. But that's gonna do it for this one. I've been sitting here for a while. It's gonna be a bit of a longer one, but I did want to share my current favorites and fails with you and let you know what I've been loving or not loving so far in 2021. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear your comments down below. Give me like your top 5. What are your top 5 favorite makeup and skincare items at the moment? I would love to know, or if you've tried any of these. Let me know down below. I told you my friend Kara C put this as a fail, this Glow Recipe Niacinamide drops, and they're not a fail for me, so it's okay if your opinion is different than mine. I just want to know what you've been loving or not loving so far. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to have you subscribe, stay a while, that way I can see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.